What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel for a bit of a last minute, not really last minute, but some late planning of a show with myself and the Real King. Hope you're well, bro. And yeah, let's talk football, man. We've got lots to talk about. Obviously, the United game happened on the weekend against Arsenal. We play Fulham this weekend. Every
Yeah,
as a lot is happening in football in the last, let's say, 24 hours. But what's going on, bro? Hope you're well, man.
yeah, I'm all good. People smash the like and subscribing. Yeah, like obviously should be a good show. So yeah,
Hopefully. Yeah, let's get started. Obviously, as King has already said, make sure you guys hit the like button first and foremost. Sub to the channel. Let's get the video to 15 likes, 15 likes, and 410 subs. We're on 406 right now. Let's get to 410 subs, guys. Come on, let's go, people. But King, last night, I do want to ask you, as a Arsenal, a bit of a plot twist, a bit of a late drama. Arsenal went in and just said, Tottenham, fuck off. We're gonna bid for you. We're gonna bid for Eze. We're gonna sign. We're gonna sign Eze. We're gonna steal it from you. I wonder your thoughts on the Eze transfer, man. I wonder your thoughts on that because that was a shock move by Arsenal. I can't lie to you.
um, yeah, um, obviously I knew that Arsenal was interested in Eze, and I know that they have been linked with Eze a lot in this window. But obviously, it seemed like Tottenham was getting him, and then all of a sudden from the Kai Havertz injury, because that's what caused it, the Kai Havertz injury. All
Yeah,
of a sudden, when Kai Havertz got injured, they just put the bid down. But my question, and Arsenal do things so with their board, and some of their sporting directors do stuff weird. It's like it's like why would they go for Eze now when Havertz is injured? Why didn't they go for Eze when Havertz, but even when Havertz was even when Havertz was available? So it's like, but Arsenal do this weird thing where when players get injured, or when players have bad seasons, all of a sudden they eventually addressed it. But it's like you should have addressed this earlier. But it's like, yeah, like obviously it does not look good. It does not look good for Tottenham, because it's not just they've lost Eze, they lost him to a rival as well, their biggest rival. Obviously um
yeah,
and obviously Tottenham was in for Gibbs White as well. They didn't manage to get Gibbs White over the line because of the ownership, and because of the Nottingham Forest owner,
yeah.
and stuff of that nature. And obviously they still haven't got Savinho over the line yet. Obviously they've been linked with good players, but they haven't got enough players over the line yet. But but yeah, like Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal fans, they are very, very happy. Very, very, very happy. I saw them very happy. Like you know what I mean. I saw Arsenal fans, you know what I mean, celebrating like they've won the Champions League or the Premier League by signing Eze. Like, you know what I mean. So they so they was enjoying. They enjoyed celebrating that Eze signing. But I still think Arsenal need more than Eze. I still think they still need to get like. Obviously, I know Eze can play on the left, but he's not. That's not his primary position. That's not his position. His position is more of a 10. So
Yeah.
so they still need, I think, someone on the left. And I think possibly, and I said this, and possibly I still think they need another midfielder, because the reality is that if they get if they get an injury to Declan Rice or to Zubamendi, then they are kind of toast. Then it's not looking kind of good for them, because if they get an injury to Declan Rice or to Zubimendi, they will have to play like Marino Mikel Marino in midfield. You know what I mean? Arteta will play Mikel Marino in midfield. And obviously they got a hope as well. And I heard Northside speak about this yesterday. Big up to Northside, but like Northside even said that they needed obviously also another striker, because if Gyökeres gets injured, then they're back to, you know what I mean? Then they're back to Merino and Havertz again. So Arsenal still need to. So Arsenal, I think, like a lot of teams, it's not just Arsenal, but I think Arsenal still need to strengthen in certain areas. So even though they have brought in a few signings, they still need to strengthen in other areas. But yeah, I think Eze, even though I don't rate, I rate Eze, but I don't rate him highly as others. I do rate him as a player though, but not as highly as others. But I think he would be a good addition to the squad. But yeah, like obviously Arsenal getting him in front of Tottenham was, I did not you know what I mean, I did not expect to see that from Arsenal. So.
And did you see what Indy Kyla said? Indy Kyla said that they're trying to get Sol Campbell to be on the presentation just to piss Spurs fans. That's top level banter. If that happens, fair play, Arsenal. Honestly, like fair play. That is quality. Like they actually pull that off. Like oh my days. Like fair play. Sorry, excuse me. Fair play. Let me get through the chat real quick. Big up to Mark. Hope you're well, my bro. I remember just got delivered on how to coach in 10 days. Unai Emery waiting for his job. Ooh. Unai Emery waiting for his job. In terms of, you want Unai Emery at Man United? I hear it. I don't think he'll be sacked in these few games, so I'll be honest. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Big up to Stephanie G. Hope you're well. Spurs will cook this season with Thomas Frank. I agree. I think Thomas Frank will be a good coach.
Yeah. Thomas Frank. Yeah, I wanted him at United because I've always rated Thomas Frank. I think he's a very good coach. I still think Tottenham will do well, even if they don't bring in many players in the window. I think they will still do well because they've got a coach in Thomas Frank that, you know what I mean, he adapts a lot. He doesn't just play one way. At times he will play like a back four. At times he will play like a back five, and then at times he will play a back three. So he's very flexible, you know what I mean? He's very flexible with his tactics, and I like a coach that does that. I like a coach that adapts. And Thomas Frank is like one of those coaches, so he's gonna do well there at Spurs. He's gonna do well there.
Arteta should have been sacked 2 years ago. He's reached his ceiling. I agree, 100%. As they will play left wing, his signing will help them a lot more. No more Martinelli. What do you think? No more Martinelli. Do you think the Arsenal will drop Martinelli fully, or do you think they'll just play, swap, rotate? Do you think Martinelli will get rotated, or do you think he'll be dropped for good, Martinelli?
Wait, who?
Apparently, he's saying that Eze is going to play left wing, so it helped them a lot more in terms of like no Martinelli. Martinelli will get less minutes, or he'll not play at all. What do you think of Martinelli?
I think yes. I think he will play as a left wing, but I think he will play as a left wing, but I don't think he should. But I think he will. I think he will play as a left wing, but I don't think he should. Because like I said, Eze is more of a 10 than a winger. Even people can say that he's got better players around him, but I even saw Eze play on the left for England at times, and he was not good. He was, even for England on the left, he was not good. Like in the 10, he was a lot better than on the left. So, but like you said, it's an Arteta thing. I don't rate Arteta, so yeah, like it's an Arteta thing. So it's an Arteta thing that he will, you know what I mean? It's an Arteta thing that he will do. So yeah.
Marino was. I agree. He's not a bad player like people think he is. It ain't Eze. Big up to Josh. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Josh every single time. Yeah. tired of Amarim doing this interviews, just coach. Now Mainu frozen out, bro. Kobe Mainu, man, I swear.
Yeah.
What did he do to not come on the game the other day? What did he do to not come onto the pitch that day? That's crazy. He should have gotten minutes that day. He should have come onto the pitch.
It's Amarim, isn't it? It's Amarim, bro. That's what I mean.
Instead of Ugarte. Ugarte was his guy at Sporting.
Yeah.
Ugarte is awful for us. In my opinion, he should be binned off. He's not good enough.
Yep.
Maybe would have gotten us at least an equalizer on the weekend. Bar the penalty. You know?
Yeah.
Mason Mount in the false nine with Dallo and Bruno's taking the piss. Bro, it is. It is taking the piss.
Yep.
You're right. But what do you think of Kobe Mainu? I want to know your thoughts on the game of the weekend. I know I've already reviewed the game a couple times, but I want to know your thoughts on the game. On the United Arsenal game.
I just think a lot of United fans took a lot of positive, but it's like for me, I was more frustrated. I was more frustrated because yes, we saw patterns of play, but obviously you're going to see. But it's like I don't get this thing about we saw patterns of play. Of course you're going to see patterns of play when you got Cunha and when you got Cunha and Mbeumo on the pitch. Like you know what I mean? It's not like people think that Ruben Amorim. The thing is, people think that Ruben Amorim coached a win. He did not coach a win. You don't start Diego Dallo and Mason Mount you do not start Mason Mount in the false nine, and you do not start Diego Dallo at wing back if you're planning on winning the game. You just don't. Yeah. And people are already giving Amorim excuses. People are saying, Sesko didn't have no preseason. Sesko played in preseason games. Sesko had RB Leipzig had 4 preseason games, right? Sesko played in two of them. He played one for 45 minutes against, I think it was against a German League 2 team. He played 45 minutes, and then he played one for 46. He played one for 46 minutes against Toulouse, against Toulouse, that French team. I think they're in League One in the French league. Yeah, he played 46. He played 46. He played 46 minutes there. I'm not saying start Sesko for 90 minutes. Sesko could have started like 56 minutes, and then you could have took him off.
Exactly.
Yeah, he could have. He could have played 50 or 60 minutes, and then you could have took him off. The fact is, you started Mason Mount, or there was a second thing that he could have done. If he did not want to play Sesko, he could have played Kobe Mainu as the left 10, played Mbeumo as the right 10, and played Cunha as a false 9. He could have done that. There were so many other things that the manager could have done. And people are saying that Amad Diallo had a knock. Amad Diallo played like 35 minutes, bro. If he can play like 35, 40 minutes, if he can play 35, 40 minutes, he can play 90, bro. A knock isn't anything, bro. You get me? So, like, the thing is, is that the reason why we saw more patterns of play is because of Mbeumo and Cunha. It's nothing to do with coaching. Because if you put Højlund instead of Cunha, and you put Garnacho instead of Mbeumo, you're not going to see any patterns. You're not going to see any patterns of play. You understand? Yeah. You understand? You're not going to see that with Højlund and Garnacho. But you see more of the patterns of play is because of Cunha and Mbeumo, and I knew that. I knew that when we signed Cunha and Mbeumo, that we were going to see slightly more patterns of play, because Cunha and Mbeumo, they are quality players. So obviously you're going to see patterns of play from them. And the thing is, a lot of United fans did not see a lot of patterns of play, because last season he played Garnacho and Hoyland most of the time. You get me? He played Hoyland and Garnacho most of the time. If he would have played, if last season, if Ruben Amorim would have played Xerxes and Mainu in the tens, we would have been seeing patterns. We would have still been seeing the same patterns. But he did not play Mainu and yeah, he did not play Mainu and Xerxes a lot last season, especially in the tens and stuff. So like, and I said this on Northside channel after the game, yeah. I said that because people were asking questions about Bruno, and I've always said, yeah, Ruben Amorim, you know how people say about Arteta's going to die on the Kai Havertz who he's going to die on the Madueke who. Ruben Amorim is going to die on the Bruno Fernandes hill, and that's what I said yesterday, because the man cost us the goal. He was the reason why we conceded the corner. He was the one. He was the one who made us concede the corner. But no one's going. Yep, but no one's going to speak about it. Instead of taking a better touch and just clearing the ball, or instead of clearing the ball first time, this man takes a poor touch and then gives a hospital pass to freaking Yenny Euro, bro. You understand, and then it goes out for a corner, bro. You understand, and then freaking front, and then also from the corner, freaking Bayunde, bro. Decides to freaking flap the ball straight to Calafiori, bro. Again.
You know what I mean? This is why I said Tom Heaton should have started, bro.
Again, yeah. Again, why are you not starting Tom Heaton? Our best game in pre-season was against Bournemouth. Who started in the Bournemouth game? Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton started in the Bournemouth game. And you start by Hyundai. And the funny thing is about the Mount thing, yeah. The funny thing about the Mount thing is that in pre-season, he did not even try Mount in the 9 in pre-season. All of a sudden, bro, when it comes to Arsenal, you know what? I'm going to try Mount in the false 9 against Arsenal, but you didn't try it in pre-season. This is what I'm talking about, bro. You get what I'm saying? This is the type of crap what I'm talking about, bro. Like managers will try things during some managers will try things during the season, during the Premier League season, but they won't try it in pre-season. Or some managers will try things in pre-season and then they don't try it during the season. You understand? It's like, why would you start Mount in the false 9 against Arsenal when you didn't play him in the false 9 in pre-season? It just makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Makes absolutely no sense, bro. And the reality is that yes, we created chances, but a lot of the chances were half chances. A lot of them were half chances, and a lot of them was half chances, and I knew that Arsenal were going to probably play like this because the same way that Arsenal played against Manchester United has been the same way that they played in pre-season. If you've seen Arsenal's games in pre-season, that's what they've been playing like in pre-season. Yeah. That's what they've been playing like in a couple of the games in pre-season that I saw. So like Arsenal, after the goal, they just, you know what I mean, they just sat back. They wasn't really planning to attack. That's why our midfield, as usual, wasn't getting ran through as it should. But they wasn't planning. They wasn't planning to, after that goal, they wasn't planning to get the second goal. They were just planning to just sit back and allow United to have the ball. And United didn't do a lot in the final third. And the reason why we lost the game is because we didn't do enough in the final third, but also Amorim got the lineup wrong, and also he got the substitutions wrong. You like one of the guys said in the comments, You put Ugarte on when we need a goal. You put Harry Maguire on. You put Harry Maguire on. You also put Harry Maguire in front of me. You give Harry Maguire more minutes than Mainu. You understand? You bring it on. You bring it on defenders, bro. Defending minded players, Harry Maguire and Ugarte, and Xerxes was on the bench. And I'm not saying Xerxes needed to start 90 or 70 minutes. Give Xerxes 10 minutes, bro. Just give the guy at least 10 or 15 minutes. Give Xerxes at least 10 or 15 minutes, bro. I'm not asking for him to play Xerxes for like 30, for 40, for 50, for 60.
Rushing him back, to be honest. He's injured. You might not want to rush him back in the sense.
I just wanted to get. Yeah, but that's why I said give him 10 minutes. I didn't say give him like. I at least give him 10 minutes. 10 minutes isn't a lot, bro. 10, you know what I mean? 10 minutes, is that really like hard to ask for? Like 10 minutes ain't hard to ask for, bro. Like come on. And then like you said, Kobe Mainu. But like we but I'm not surprised about this because we know about this. He does not fancy Kobe Mainu. This guy puts on Diego Dallo in the Europa League final instead of Kobe Mainu. This guy put on Diego Dallo in the 71st minute and put Mainu on in the 90th minute in the Europa League final when we were losing 1-0. So we all know that this manager does not fancy Kobe, bro. We all know this. And this is the thing, bro. This is the thing. This manager, whatever players you give him, he will still find a way to. He will still find a way to mess the whole thing up. He will still find a way to mess the whole thing up because he fancies certain players, and that's the problem. He fancies he still plays some of his favorites, and this is the problem that we are going to have. Like, people have to understand the next game against Fulham. They might sit in. Yes, they might be defensively most of the game, but they are going to press more than Arsenal. It's going to be a different game. They are going to put our midfield under more pressure, bro. You know what I mean? It's a different game because Arsenal wasn't really, like I said, after the first goal, they wasn't really planning to like score the second. They were just planning to just sit back and allow the pressure to sink. So, like, but the next game, Fulham, they'll be also pressing high as well. So it's going to be a different game. It's going to be a different game. You know what I mean? It's going to be a different game. And people think that Amorim, like I said, is coaching patterns. No, bro. It's going to be the same thing under Ten Hag, the same thing under Oli, the same thing under Jose. Man United are going to be relying on individuals' brilliance to get out of games. That's what United are going to rely on. Yeah. That's what we are relying on again, because this manager can't coach. This manager can't coach. He needs his players on the pitch to get him out of games. Yeah. And this is the thing, because I just spoken about Thomas Frank, the way that he adapts. Like, he can adapt to a back three, to a back four, to a back five, and he changes the personnel. Ruben Amorim is not going to do that. He's going to stick with the same tactics. He's going to stick with the same system, the same tactics. He's going to stick with the same thing. He's going to stick. Amorim is very stubborn. He's going to stick with the same thing, and it's not. And eventually he will get sacked, because eventually he will get found out yet again. He will get found out yet again. As a manager, you should be able to also adapt in certain games. You can't expect to play the same players that are letting you down. The same players that are letting you down, like Mason Mount, Bruno, if it's Bayunde or Onana or if it's Dallo. You get me? You can't expect to play these guys every week, yeah, and
Yeah.
expect anything and expect anything different. You can't, bro. You can't. And putting on Ugarte in front of Mainu, you can't expect Ugarte to do anything when we are like 1-0 down, when we are losing in games. This is my problem with this manager. This manager does not adapt.
He doesn't play enough attackers when we need to win a game. That's the problem.
No, he doesn't. Plays defense. You can't play defensive football every game. You can't play defensive football every single game, bro. You can't do that. You can't do that because you will get found out, bro. And 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 this is what it is. Arsenal was there. Arsenal was there for the taking. That's the thing. Arsenal did not even need to play well. Another team that did not need to play well to beat us. What does that say? What does that say?
We can't score a goal. That's the problem.
What does that say? Another team that didn't need to play well and they beat us. What does what does that say? So Amarim needs to start changing stuff, because if he doesn't, he's going to get himself sacked. And like I said, he's going to die on the hill of Bruno Fernandes, and that's what and me, Flawless, and all the other and Rants and all the other United fans have been calling this out. He's going to end up getting sacked when he plays some of the same players. He's going to end up getting sacked, bro, because because, bro, like I said, we've said plenty of times, and United fans and some United fans now are seeing it. They are seeing that. Certain people are saying now that Bruno is not as good as we thought he was. Yes, because we got Cunha and Mbeumo, who are proper tens. You understand? We got Cunha and Mbeumo that are proper tens, bro. And they've been saying it. Bruno is not even though the 10, even in the 10, the 10 is his best position, but even with the 10, he's not that good in the 10. He's not that good in the 8. He does not fit anywhere in the system, bro. And Amarim had the chance with Ineos to sell him for £100 million, and they did not take it. And you're going to see why, we are going to suffer in a lot of games, because Bruno isn't going to adapt his game for nobody. Bruno is still going to be doing the same stuff that he always does. He's always going to be playing that hero ball. That's what Bruno going to keep on doing regardless. He's not going to adapt. He's going to keep on doing the same things, because that's just him. You know what I mean? You can't with certain people, yeah. When certain people have bad habits, yeah, you just can't change them. You know what I mean? It's like, It's like you telling someone to stop smoking, but it's like they're not going to stop smoking because they are addicted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's like telling someone to stop drinking. They're not going to stop drinking, bro. You understand? Bruno.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you tell Bruno to stop playing the hero ball, stop playing the Grenade, the hero ball, what people call it, he's still going to play the hero ball. He's still going to do it, because that's him.
Really annoying, bro. I can't lie. I agree with you 100%, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, let me get to the comments real quick.
Big up people. Big up people in the comments as well.
Pick everyone in the chat. Tired of Amarim doing interviews just close now. Maynard frozen. They read that one. Sorry, already read that one. My bad. Mason Mount in the false nine with Dallo and Bruno's taking the piss. Yep, got that one as well. Most of the players can now play cam, winger, or striker. Yeah, because they're versatile nowadays, and they're good enough to play in many positions. Fulham have beaten Arsenal. They're no mugs. True, but we've won their 8 times in a row at Fulham. So hopefully we can continue that streak.
Yep.
Amarim is too young with no experience. I don't know about experience, because he's already won a league title. Yes, it's in Portugal, but he still won a league. Like, at the end of the day, it's no excuses. If you want to bring your system to the Premier League, you need to have the right players. And if you want to do it with the right players, then you're gonna have to bring in the right players. At the moment, we're bringing in club signings, and I'm happy with the signings. The signings are good, but the problem is He's not willing to change it up when it's broken. So I don't know what to do, man. With this, you
No.
guys can have serious goalkeeper crisis suddenly. Yeah, bro. Trust me, Tom Heaton should have played, and I think we should sign a new goalkeeper regardless. Go sign a new goalkeeper now.
Yep.
Go and beat Man City for Donnarumma if possible. Go and do it. I'm tired of fucking waiting. We need to go get Donnarumma.
Yep.
Never played manager more stubborn than Ten Hag. It ain't gonna end well. There you go. If he's too stubborn, he ain't gonna change it, and it's not gonna end well. Agreed. A win is a win no matter. He's a United fan, bro. He's not complaining about Arsenal. He's complaining about Man United, bro. We lost the game, so we lost the game. Sesko needs to start on Sunday. Agreed, Michael. Big up to you, bro. It's been a while, man. Hope you're well. Ruben has till Christmas for me to trust what he's doing. Okay, I hear you. Mason Mount in the Europa final. Luke Shaw playing 2015 settings. There's no ideas. Agreed,
Yep.
Mark. Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed. Every manager has their favorites. Copy will play this season. We played one game. Give the manager time. I'll give him a few games to play Copy. I hope he plays in that League Cup game against Grimsby Town. Against Grimsby, we need to fucking play that game, man. Copy needs to play then. Thomas Frank changes tactics in game. That makes a world-class manager. I wouldn't call him a world-class manager, but he's a good manager.
That's what makes a good. That's what makes a good to a very good manager. That's what Thomas Frank is. That's what Thomas Frank is.
Jose changed things. Conte changed things. Everyone changes things.
Yes.
Bin your system. Bin your stupid bullshit of I have a philosophy. I have a form. I have a formation. I have a system. Bin all that. Bin all of that. Get the win in matches, no matter how. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was the goal that let us down. Everywhere else in the pitch was really good against Arsenal. I agree to a certain extent, but Ugarte was awful when he came on, bro. I'm sorry. One of the worst cameos I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. All the fans that were mourning but Bruno once all the fans that are mourning but Bruno once was saying he was the best thing since sliced bread. Facts. Bro, and now look at him. Look at him now. Look at what he's doing now.
Look, bro, look. I've been calling this out for ages, bro. I've been calling this out for the past, even under other managers, I've been calling Bruno out for the past 3 seasons, bro. For the past 3.5 to 4 seasons, bro. I've been calling this guy out for ages, bro. But now certain people now are hearing it, but people weren't hearing it before. But now, certain people now are starting to hear it. What some of us were saying about him. So it is what it is.
I agree, Mark. 4-4-2 might be the way to go. I think 4-4-2 might just be the way to go because I remember in the Leeds game, yeah. I think in the game we switched to like a 4-4-2, and I think we looked so much better with the 4-4-2. So I'm just like, why doesn't he switch it up to 4-4-2 or something? You know, Ruben. I want to say about this guy. Yeah? If he wants to make himself look so good, why don't you play the formation and the system that works? Stop having to give it time. Let's give 3-4-3 time. No. Conte came straight away and played 3-4-3 and won the league.
Yes.
I need a formation that will get us victories, not long-term bullshit. I need victories. I need wins. We can't just keep losing games because we can't score a goal or we're not used to the system. No.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Even when you're seeing like coaches like Slot and stuff at Liverpool, yeah. When for example, Slot might play a high line, but when Liverpool are having problems with the high line, you know what he would do with a high line? He would drop it back a few yards. He would drop back the high line a few yards. You understand? That's a sign. This is what I'm talking about. Slot also changes when he's in game as well. He also changes the system a lot as well when he's in game. He also changes. He might go to a 4-4-2 at times, or like a 3 at the back at times, or something like, or a 4-1-1 or something like that. He will change it in game. It's same with Enzo Maresca at Chelsea. He would change certain things, as he would change certain personnel, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he would put like Reece James in midfield, or put Caicedo at right back, or he would do something like that, or You know what I'm saying? Or he would just tweak the system a little bit. This manager hasn't showed once that he can tweak the system. He does. Not even a little tweak. Not even a little tweak. It's just madness.
I hear you, bro. Honestly, if it was for Bruno, we would have been relegated, and that is fact. It's put the team on his back last. I disagree. I'll tell you why, Michael. If it wasn't for Ineos making the decision to sack Ten Hag, right, mid-season, we could have been so much better. We would have brought in a new manager last summer. We wouldn't have even been in the situation where we are right now. We wouldn't have even lost maybe a Europa League final. Maybe we could have won a Europa League final. Who knows, right? Maybe we'd have brought in a manager that would have probably helped us get results last season.
Yes.
It's not if it wasn't for Bruno Fernandes. If it wasn't for Ineos making that dumb decision to sack Ten Hag mid-season, we wouldn't have been in that position anyways.
But that's it. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, but this is the thing. If they would have stuck with it interim, or if they would have got in a manager that can adapt, not like Amarim what just plays one way and he needs all of his Pacific players to play like, you know what I mean, to be able to play his style of play. If we would have got, for example, I know that we were never going to get it, but if we would have got like, I don't know, a Glasner or like a Thomas Frank or even a Raiola, a manager that just adapts and changes things, that doesn't necessarily really play that doesn't play the same way. They adapt. At times they will go at like a back four, a back three, etc. If we just had a manager that can adapt, then you know what I mean. Then it wouldn't look as bad, bro. Because we will win more games by adapting to the opposition, bro. You know what I mean? So that's a big error in your part. And the fact is that also as well, we need to speak about this quick as well. Like the fact is that Ineos, like we spoke about the goalkeeper thing, even the midfield thing, about the Belabor thing, like bro, bro, even the Belabor thing, people were saying that Belabor weren't for sale, this and that. Well, David Ornstein and Indy Kyler was the first one, by the way, who brought the Belabor news. He was the first person that broke it.
You know, he was the original journalist before Fabrizio and David Ornstein. He was the original.
Yes, he was the original one. Yeah. He was the first one that brought the Belabor news. And when the Belabor thing weren't happening, Indy Kyler and David Ornstein, they said Manchester United didn't proceed with Belabor because they said the price tag was too high for Belabor. Brighton basically would have considered around about 100 to 115 mil. They wanted the same amount that Chelsea bought for Caicedo. They wanted the same amount that Chelsea bought for Caicedo. But we considered 115 mil to be too high. That is unacceptable, bro. How can 115 mil be too high for Belabor in this market? I just don't understand. I don't understand, bro. I do not understand. How is that too high? How is 115 mil too high for Belabor, bro? For a complete midfielder like Belabor in this market?
No, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's that. I think it's more to do with because they're worried that they might need to go and spend in other areas in case they're trying to save up as much as possible to go and spend on maybe another center back, maybe another wing back, maybe another goalkeeper. That's what they're worried about. They're worried about spending all the 100 million at once when we can save that money.
Yeah, bro, just sell Garnacho, bro. Sell Garnacho because, bro, if we sell Garnacho, because we bought him for 500k and he came from the academy. If we sell Garnacho, we can sell him for double or triple the amount. So we sell him for 25. We can sell him for like 50 or 7 or if we sell him for 25, we can spend like we sell him for 25, we can spend about 50 to 75 mil because Garnacho is pure profit. He's pure profit on 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 the freaking books. You understand? And people have to think about it like this. If we don't get, I said this on your last show. If we don't get Belabor this season, then then more teams are going to come in for him next season, and he's going to be more expensive next season. He is. Belabor's going to be more expensive next season, and more teams are going to come in for him next season. This was the season to get Belabor, just like this is the season for Liverpool to get Isak. This is the season for Manchester United to get Belabor. This is the season, because if we don't get him this season, we're not getting him next season. That's the reality. That's the reality.
Because next season we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go and, how do you say it? We're gonna have to deal with the battle and scrap between other clubs. We're gonna have to deal with like a battle and scrap between maybe City, who won it, maybe Arsenal might want it, maybe who knows, a club in Europe. You know, so we'll see, man. Honestly, we shall see. But guys, make sure you guys keep slapping the likes. Make sure you guys keep subscribe. Let's get to 410 subs. Let's get to 410 if we can, and let's get 15 likes on the video. Let me get to the comments real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna ask about the Premier League in general. Yes. Amram will never gamble on a youngster. He's scared. We'll play full strength against Liverpool Grimsby. Oh, facts. Yeah, facts. Fucking hell. Yeah, facts. Facts. He literally he gives no fucks about Ruben Amram. Ruben Amram gives no fucks. He'll do it. He'll play full strength if he has to. You can't say we would have stuck with Ten Hag or an interim manager because as soon as they put out that everyone jumped to the bandwagon and wanted Ten Hag gone. I'm not saying that, bro. I'm saying that we should have sacked Ten Hag and hired maybe Ruben Amram last season instead of hiring in the mid-season when we didn't have time to implement 3-4-3. Ten Hag should have been sacked since the FA Cup final. We should have brought in Ruben since last summer, not mid-season, last summer. When he could have bought in players, when he could have bought in a new style of play and everything before the season. Because then having to change everything in mid-season and having to implement everything and then having to see it out. We finished 15th and bought to the European final of the Spurs. If we had at least a preseason or bought in some players before that, maybe who knows? Who knows? Maybe we could have been so much better. Maybe we wouldn't be in this position today. So yeah. Amram thinks it's FIFA 2025, just buying players. You work with what you got, but he is making shit choices due to no experience.
Yep.
He too high, because if he flopped, every fan will be moaning. Shouldn't have spent that on a young player. I hear you at the same time though, because if you spend all that money on a player, if he flops, then they'll all be talking about it. But it's Man United, that's why they'll be talking about it. But the thing is, next season is going to be much cheaper, and other clubs are going to go in for him as well. So that's why I'm saying go in for him now. Take the gamble now and go in for him. You know what I'm trying to say? No one wants Garnacho's ego. Chelsea apparently want to get him now, bro. Chelsea want him.
Yeah.
Manchester United don't even have a competent manager. It starts with the manager. It's still years behind. Agree. We're still years behind. Facts.
Yep.
Ruben wanted to start the season, but Ineos said, "You come now or not at all." That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. And Ineos made a mistake in that. In my opinion, Ineos made a huge mistake instead of bringing him in last season. I'm trying to say, instead of bringing him at the start of last season, they brought him in mid-season when everything's already broken.
Yeah, it's on both of them, bro. It's on Ineos and Amram. It's on Ineos because yes, they should have not said that to him. But at the same time, Amram would have had a piece of paper, or he would have had a sheet of paper. He would have known what players before he came to Man United who he was working with. He would have, you know what I mean? He would have had a list. He would have had a list or a sheet or something like that of all of the players that he is working with. So at the same time, Ineos should have not put him in the situation. But at the same time, he still had the decision to make if he wanted to come, yes or no, and he decided to come. So you know what I mean. So when you come to Man United, you have to. There's none of this. Oh, there's none of this. Oh, working on the job at Manchester United. No, you have to hit the ground running when you're at Manchester United. This ain't. You know what I mean. Respectfully, this ain't Crystal Palace um this ain't Burnley or or you know or Leeds or something like that. This is Manchester. This is Manchester United. You can't be learning on the job when you're Manchester United. You have to hit the ground running straight away. That's the thing, and that's with not just with the manager. That's with the players as well. So yeah, so it works hand in hand. You understand? So
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, bro. Arteta's Amram on speed down. How to use Gyökeres first. I hear that. That's funny. Ruben wanted to start the season, but Ineos said, "You come now or not at all." That's true as well, because the thing is, like, Ineos rushed him in. Ineos said that you come now or we don't get you. Oh, we go for somebody else. And Ruben's like, "Oh shit! All right, Man United want me, so I'm gonna take the chance and go to Man United." That's what he did. Stop tripping. It's fam. It's one game. Give Amram some time. Look, we're not technically Amram out. We're just giving him a bit of, not criticism, but I would just say we're a bit concerned that the formation might not work anymore. I say
yeah,
4 might be the way
and
forward.
on that, yeah, and on that, bro, yeah. Listen, and on that, I was, and the thing is, I'm not Amarim out for one game. I was Amarim out when we lost against Newcastle 4-1. You understand? I was Amarim out when we lost against Newcastle because 4-1, because I even saw signs of last season, and I knew that even if the football improves next season, I know it won't be down to him. I know it will be down to the players that we bring in, that we bring in, and not the manager, because the manager can't coach. He can't adapt to players. He can't coach or adapt to the players that he has in the squad. He's the type of manager that, because he only plays one way, so he needs specific players to play,
Yeah.
to play his style. So I already knew that. So but obviously Ineos decided to keep him, even though I'm hammering him out now. If if I think if Ineos don't sack him in the next 5 to 6 games, and they wait for like 13 or 15 games to sack him, then we might end up in a similar situation like we did, where we're getting a manager in pre-season, and I don't want that. I don't I don't want that to happen. I don't want us to be in the same situation as that. So
Yeah. I don't want to be in the same situation as like Ten Hag, Ole in the past as well. It's one game. You're all tripping. Are you gonna tell me you're gonna blame the letter M now? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. Playing Mount and Luke Shaw is a criminal offense. Elite Reds gassing up a 1-0 loss. I wouldn't necessarily say gas up a 1-0 loss, but they're kind of happy with the performance. But I hear you, bro. I hear you. It is criminal playing them too. In 2020, in May 2025, they're crap for us, man. To be honest, I don't blame Ruben. He came in at the wrong time to a piss poor team and so many players that shouldn't be there, which as fans we know most of them players should have been shown the door years ago. Agreed. A lot of those players should have been sold years ago. Facts, bro. And the board made a huge error on that by not letting the players go when the time had come. 100%. Agreed with you. Rashford. Sorry, Rashford. I'll read your Rashford comment in a bit, bro. I mean, we're not using the sun to art of set piece 101. That's good enough for me. Are you a United fan or you're an Arsenal fan, Chief? Are you a United fan or you're an Arsenal fan? I'm a bit confused here. He's getting players now that can play his way. So I say wait and see. Wait to see if it will start to work now. This is where I'm only worried. This is where I'm only worried about in the next 10 games. If the results are mostly losses and we're still where we are, then I'm gonna get concerned. That's where I worry. It's
I've
a
been
result.
concerned, bro. You know what I mean? I've been concerned, innit?
But
I've been concerned, bro. So
now that he's doing his own players, I'm gonna wait and see how things change. Do you think changing a manager helps improve anything? We got bums in a squad. To be fair with you, bro, a lot of these players that we have now, right, are what do you call the only players that are still in the squad that in my opinion are bums right now are Mount and Dello. And I don't know, you can make a case that there's other players as well. But we have a whole new front line.
yeah, most of the bums have left now, bro. That's what I'm saying. Most of the bums have left now, so like
The changed a little bit. So this is why I'm saying bums in the squad we spend a lot of money. So if Ruben doesn't get more wins and losses in these next 10 games, then yeah, I don't know, man. If we sack him, will it be we have to start the process over again, then have to sort out players, sort out what the new manager wants? Like Rashford should give managers time, nothing work, you can keep swapping.
yeah, but the difference is, bro, is that the difference is, and I'm not a huge fan of Ineos, but the difference is that it is that it is that the difference is that the Glazers were signing players for the manager. Under Ineos is not like that. Under Ineos, we sign players for the club. So whatever manager comes in, we won't be signing players for the manager. We will be signing players for the club. Because, for example, Amarim wanted he wanted either Gyökeres or Ollie Watkins. We didn't get that. We got Sesko. That's a club signing. Sesko is a club signing. You understand? Amarim would have wanted, if it was the same thing, Amarim would have wanted like Trincao from Sporting and is it Gonzalez, Pedro Gonzalez? He would have wanted them man at Sporting to play in the tens and not Cunha and Mbeumo. Those are Cunha and Mbeumo. They are club signing. Sesko is a club signing.
Yeah.
Even last season, Xerxes, Delit, Mazarari, Yeni Euro, all of these man are club signings. So there has been a change in terms of recruitment, and even though I don't want them to sack even though they should have sacked the manager after the Europa League final, even though they should have sacked Amarim after the Europa League, and for me, and they should have sacked obviously Ten Hag earlier, like the next manager, what I will say is the next manager that comes in at Manchester United, because Amarim's not going to last. The next manager that comes in, he's going to have a better squad than
Ten Hag left.
Ten Hag and the others left. So you know what you know what I mean, because they are more, like I said, because they are club signings. They're not managers. So that's what it is.
I hear that, bro. Bro had to work with Dorgu, one player. Now he's got 5. Let him cook. I still think we need a goalkeeper. I still think we need a back. I still think we need a midfielder, and so on and so forth. Now left side. See if the manager is bigger than a bigger bum than the players. Can he stay? We shall see. We shall see. A United fan, okay, no worries. If Arsenal can keep me on Arteta, why can't we keep Emma? Because Man United win trophies, Arsenal don't, and I want to win trophies. If we don't win trophies, that's my aim. My aim of being a United fan is to see us win trophies every single season.
Yes.
At least make a cup here and there. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I don't care. I don't care if we constantly win FA Cup or League Cup. I want us to win something. I want us to lift something at the end of every single season to remember what we did. Because if we keep on lifting nothing, then we're going to keep getting made fun of, and that's what I don't like.
Yes. Man United should winning the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. These trophies are minimum, bro, in your first season. Or winning trophies is a minimum at Man United. We're not asking for managers to win the Premier League in the first season. We're just asking managers to win the FA Cup or win the Carabao Cup. You know what I mean? Like, we're not asking for Man United in the first season to win the Champions League or to win
Yeah,
or to win the Premier League. Just win the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. That's the minimum, bro. That's the minimum. And
agreed.
that's and that same and that same with other clubs like Chelsea. Do you think that Chelsea could go 4 or 5 seasons without a trophy? No, that'd be crazy, bro. You understand? Same with Man City, same with Liverpool. That man wouldn't allow 4 seasons without a trophy. You have to nick something along the way. That's same with every other big club. If you don't win the big trophies, you have to at least get the smaller trophies. You have to at least nick something along the way, and that's what it's always been like, as you know what I mean, as big clubs. So
Bro, to play defensive football, I see it attacking. So, no, we are a very attacking side. We keep playing very slow on the ball. You know, we're so slow, and I want us to be faster on the counter attack. 4-4-2, I think, is the way to go, in my opinion, as Mark said earlier. Answer this: when we played Arsenal, did you see a big difference from last season in the performance? Only that the player that let us down was the keeper. Yes, yes, I agree with you that the performance was much better. I'm not saying the performance was. I'm gassed about the performance, but because the result still hurts me. But I think he made a mistake by not bringing on Kobe Menu, and that's where I think he threw away the game. Because you don't bring on Ugarte when you're chasing a goal. You bring on Kobe because he can create for the striker and for the forwards.
yeah,
And
the
that's what
lineup and the subs were wrong, but that's it. The lineup and the subs were wrong, and
they were terrible, bro. They were terrible.
they were terrible. And the reality is that I'm not surprised we played a bit better than Arsenal, because that's the Manchester United DNA. Man United have got something in the bigger games as well. People have to factor that in as well, because even in the bigger games last season, even Arsenal, how we played last season against Arsenal in the FA Cup and in the league when we drew 1-1. You understand Liverpool at Anfield last season as well. We've had games like this, bro. You understand? We've had games like this, so like it's not a surprise. It's not. My biggest concern is not really the bigger teams, because I know that even the players that are not good enough, they will get up for the bigger games. It's the smaller games. It's the Burnleys. It's the Leeds. It's the Palaces. It's the Bournemouths, the Brightons, etc. It's the smaller teams. That's the major concern for me, is that are we going to win more games against the smaller teams?
Mm. Uh, yeah, but at the same time, though, still our performances have improved. However, the only thing is our goal scoring needs to improve. We need to score some goals. That's the thing. No, bro, we still got Sancho, Garnacho, Casemiro's last legs, Dallo, Luke Shaw, Onana, Anthony. We can keep going. These are repercussions for Ten Hag, 10 fraud, fam. I hear your point about some of the players, but a lot of these players, I think Casemiro can still maybe get a few games here and there.
Yeah,
Luke Shaw still playing. I hear your point. To be fair, we still have a lot of players that are still kind of not not at the level that we should be. We're working with a broken team from different gens of managers. We will improve eventually. Do you remember when Sir Alex joined us? United wasn't dominating the league for years until the fix. Yes, but he still won a few cups. He still won an FA Cup, and he still started competing for everything. That's the one thing about Sir Alex. He always his goal was always to win, no matter what he was. Well, that is mad. Sack him after the final. The manager didn't even get back in January, return to window properly. I disagree with all this. That he has had a window now, so if he's no good by Christmas, let him go. I think Christmas is fair. Christmas is fair. I'll give him a chance. I'll give him a chance, but he has to prove himself in the game. That's where you're wrong. We ain't Arsenal. We're Manchester United. You can't just go in and say, I try to snatch a trophy or two. It's about fighting to the end, draw blood, fight for the Prem. I want to fight for everything, bro. I want to win everything. I want
everything, bro.
to win everything, bro. My goal as United fans is to see us go compete on all fronts. Compete for everything.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Fight for everything. Fight for everything, bro. Now let's have some chest and back the team. The team needs us more than we need them at this moment. We're gonna back the team on every single game. We're gonna back the team every single game to win. But if the team doesn't play well, we'll call it out and we'll criticize them when
That's what we're doing, bro. We're calling it, bro. We want the team to do well, but at the end of the day, when players badly perform or when managers badly perform, we are going to criticize. The players, I said this even before to, and Kevin can vouch on the last show. I even said it. It's not with just the manager; it's with the players. Because people were talking about Sesko. You're back Sesko. I'm not just going to back something just for the sake of backing it. You have to show me on a consistent basis why you deserve to be here, and that's the same thing with the manager and with the players. They have to show me week in and week out that they are good enough for Manchester United, and that's it. I ain't just going to back something just for the sake of backing it. You have to show me. You have to show me. You have to show me on the pitch. You have to show me, bro. You understand? You have to show me things. You know what I mean? So, and you have to show Kevin things. You have to show rest of the United. You have to show us fans. That's it, bro.
Hold on. There's positivity with the club right now. I'm not so sure about that, but let's hope so. Let's hope so. There's positivity in the club. I'm saying pre-Sir Alex. Okay. Pre-Sir Alex was dark ages, bro. Because we start dominating with Sir Alex, we can't be backing out right now. We're not backing out, but all I want United to do is go back to what it is again. We're less than a first half to show up. Sure, fam. If Sesko cooks, take back your words, my guy. No. He's not saying Sesko is bad. He's not saying he's not going to back Sesko. He's going to back Sesko. But Sesko has to show why the fans back him. Because look at Rasmus Højlund. Look at Rasmus Højlund.
Yes. Thank you. And first of all, yeah, I don't think Sesko is bad. I think Sesko is average. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's good. I just think he's average. He has to show me why. And with every single player at Manchester United, I ain't just going to back it. Like for example, you ain't just going to be friends with you. You ain't just going to be friends with a random stranger because they know like big. You ain't going to be friends with a random stranger because they know like one of your family members. No, like you know what I'm saying, Kevin? You ain't going to be just friends with like a stranger just because they know someone who you know. Like you know, you know what I mean. They have to show you why they deserve to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with Manchester United, with the players and with the manager. I ain't just going to back a signing or back a manager that we bringing in just for the sake of it. They have to show me week in and week out. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
We won't ever be. Yeah. Sorry, we won't ever be like we used to be in the Fergie times, and the fans need to start getting used to it. We have horrible ownership, bro. The only thing is, yeah, Man United fans keep on hoping that there'll be another long-term manager like Fergie. There'll be no more long-term manager like Fergie anymore. If Ruben Amorim leaves Manchester United with a few titles and a few trophies, that leaves the next manager to come in and even elevate the standards higher. We don't need to necessarily have Ruben Amorim up until we need to have Ruben Amorim for like 10 years plus. We can have for 5 years. If we win a few titles, the next manager comes in, and if he leaves, the next manager has to maintain that standard. Otherwise, he has to go. I want a manager to come in and win us a few titles and pass on to the next manager. Keep changing it up when needs be. Because do you know what it is? We don't need to have another Fergie here. We just need Manchester United to start winning again. Bring the winning DNA. Bring the winning culture.
Yes, that's all we're asking for.
26-year manager like that again. We don't need it. We just need to have a winning manager that can come in and change the culture, change everything, and make it back to what it was. With and I mean this for every single manager that comes in to Manchester United. I'm 28% win rate away. That's not good enough. That is poor, but hopefully that changes. I'm regardless until December. That is okay. Fair enough, bro. I can't judge anything right now. Bare minimum, I expect this to be 5th of December. Okay, sure, bro. Sure. But King, I'm gonna ask you one last thing before you close out. Yeah, I want to know your thoughts on. I want to know your thoughts on the rest of the Premier League. How have you thought about the Premier League this past weekend? I want to know your thoughts on the whole, apart from the United Arsenal game, because we already talked about the United Arsenal game. I want to know your thoughts on just the rest of the Premier League so far. How's that been for you, and how have you thought of the first game week back?
Obviously, it's good to have. It's good to have. It's good to have the football back. It's good to have the Premier League back in general. But yeah, with obviously, I watched the Liverpool and Bournemouth game. I watched the Liverpool and Bournemouth game. Ekitike looked very good. Ekitike looked very good the way that he was dropping in, and obviously he looked very good by dropping deep, and he was linking up well with the play. Like I was impressed with Ekitike, but I knew that Ekitike would be a good signing at Liverpool. Like the thing is, I would have took Ekitike at United, but for a certain price tag. It was just a price tag with Ekitike. It was never like his quality. It was just a price tag that Frankfurt was asking for. If Ekitike was like 40 or 45 or 35, I would have took him. You understand? But since it was like 70 something, like I was like, no, the price tag too much. But I knew Ekitike would be a good player. Florian Wirtz was not great, but I believe Wirtz will come good. I think Wirtz will come good because I've seen enough of Florian Wirtz to know that he's going to become a very good player. You know what I mean? Like he might be not physically, he's going to have he's going to have problems physically in the Premier League. But I think with his agility and with his balance and with his IQ, with his decision making, I think that's going to get him out. You know what I mean? He's gonna be able to deal with the physicality in a different way. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be able to you know what I mean, find ways of performing consistently. So I think Wirtz will come good. Obviously, I thought Bournemouth were like Raiola. I rate him as a coach. I thought Bournemouth were really good in the game. Semenyo was giving Kirkes some problems. And Semenyo and David Brooks for Bournemouth, they were giving Kirkes some. They was causing problems, especially in the second half. Semenyo was causing problems in the first half as well. Yeah, like. And obviously Liverpool look vulnerable. They did look a bit vulnerable defensively. Like Konate hasn't been good. Like Konate hasn't. I rate Konate, but he hasn't started the season good. Konate has been poor so far. But I do rate Konate as a player. But he's been poor so far. I think Liverpool. Obviously they got the result. They wasn't the best, but they got the result. But I think it was just because you know what I mean, because it's the first game of the season. Everyone's a bit jaded. Everyone's a bit tired after the first. You know what I mean? Everyone's getting into it again. So Liverpool looked a bit jaded the first game, but I think once they start playing more and more games, the sharpness will come back. So I think Liverpool will be still good. Obviously, I saw bits. I didn't see the whole Man City game, but I saw bits of it. And obviously, Reinders. I've been telling people about Reinders, and he's a player that Manchester United could have used. Again, he wasn't worth 70 million. He wasn't worth 50 million. Reinders went for Man City for 46 million pounds. 46 million pounds. That's going to be probably the signing of the summer, bro. Because, bro, he's unbelievable, bro. Reinders is unbelievable, bro. Like just the way that he is, like box to box. Like he's technically good on the ball. He can do box to box. He is just a complete midfielder, bro. So, like Reinders is going to be good. Obviously, City look vulnerable defensively as well. But I think City will bring in a right back. Depending on what happens with Semenyo, they will bring in if they get rid of Semenyo, they will get Rodrigo if they get rid of Semenyo. And it seems like they're going to get Donnarumma as well. a goalkeeper that United should be in for right now. United should be in for a Donnarumma right now, but I don't know if we're gonna get him. But United should be in for him. But City are gonna probably get him. So that I think it's gonna be. I think I still have Liverpool winning. I still have Liverpool winning the league, but I don't think it's going to be as. I don't think Liverpool will run away with the league. I think it's going to be a lot tighter. I think Chelsea will, despite of Chelsea drawing against Palace, I think Chelsea will be there. Chelsea will be amongst the title race as well this season, because I've been impressed with Chelsea. Like, I was impressed with them in the last 10 games of the Premier League, and I was impressed with them in the Club World Cup as well. You know what I mean? I was very impressed with Chelsea in the Club World Cup as well. So João Pedro and Cole Palmer, they are going to be linking up very well. The midfield is very well as well. Chelsea just need a centre back and probably a goalkeeper. Even though Sanchez has improved the past 2 or 3 months, I think they still need a goalkeeper. It's same with some of Chelsea's centre backs. They've improved, yes, but they still need the centre back. So yeah, bro, I think it's gonna be a tight title race. I think it's gonna be a tight title race. I don't know if Arsenal are going to do as well as obviously people think. Obviously they've already got Havertz injured. Obviously, I think Arsenal are going to have. I think Arsenal are going to have more injuries as well, and I think Arteta. I think Arteta is slowly getting found out by a lot of teams. I think he's slowly getting found out, and eventually, I think Arteta will get found out. So yeah. I think it's going to be a good Premier League title race, bro. I think it's going to be a good Premier League title race, to be honest.
I'm gonna wrap it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Number one, won't do a solid. I trust these two, and go with a new goalkeeper midfield that will change the entire narrative with new players. Are we forgiving Ineos? Ineos still have my reservations on them. I don't like them.
Yeah.
Hopefully that does change the narrative, bro. I mean, we need to bring in a goalkeeper and a midfielder. I hear you. Big up to Derek. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you, man. See, there's a small chance we'll do just fine without a new goalkeeper. On by India, goddamn, we're cooking that department. Toby's left West Brom. We have kept him. We at least have a backup. I agree with you on that one. Toby Collier is a really good player. I like him as well. But the thing is that the goalkeeper department, I don't like that. Our goalkeeping department is horrible, and I think we need a new goalkeeper time. I think we need a new left-sided center back. I think so. I think we need a lot. We need a midfielder. I was saying Lucian Agume from Sevilla. Hopefully that's a good signing. We can get him over the line. Yes, so you never know. If we don't get Baleba, we'll go from next summer and try and.
I rate Collier as well. I do rate Collier as well, but Collier is not going to play. But I do rate Collier. I do rate him. Yeah.
I hope that we can pull off what Arsenal did to Spurs and sign Eze like we did Donnarumma and Man City.
Yeah. Hopefully that happens with Donnarumma. Hopefully we hijack City or something. Hopefully we hijack City for Donnarumma or something like that, bro. Or hopefully we go back in for Baleba or something like that, bro. Because like we need it desperately, bro. Desperately.
Now Baleba's a bust and Donnarumma's in City. What much to say? I hear your point, bro. It's sad. Do you guys see United winning at Fulham? We shall see. Hopefully we can win at Fulham. Emirates success rate 25% success rate in the Premier League. If you're happy with that, good luck. Premier League 28 and 7, 6, 15, 32, 43, and 9 to 25%. That is mad.
25%. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, 25%. That's great.
And goddamn Scamcho and Garbacho ain't taking the bait. I like those names. Amram fastest managed to get 15 losses in the EPL since 2010. Yikes.
Yeah, apparently he's the quickest manager to get 15 defeats. He's the quickest manager to get 15 defeats as in the whole Premier League or something like that. Even the relegations, even the ties in like the relegation haven't got 50 defeats that quick than Amorim. So it's mad.
Yeah, man, I hear you. Arsenal's happening. Arteta coming second and trophyless. Why not us? We shouldn't be happy with that. We need to win some trophies. We need to go compete. Arsenal will Arsenal will surprise you. Arteta will still beat teams. We shall see about that, Derek.
We will see. We will see.
First game of the season, we shall see. Bet Derek, I bet Martinelli Eze is world class. Arsenal fans will have to respond to that. Heaton to be number one if you don't get a new one. I would have preferred Tom Heaton to start against Arsenal anyways. Tom Heaton's so much better than Bayindian or Onana. Tom Heaton should have started that game, and I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, hold on, one more. We might need some. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure you guys slap the likes. Let's get to 15 likes, and let's get to 410 subs, guys. 4 more subs away. King will be back on the show very soon. I'll probably bring him on maybe tomorrow or something if you're free. I'll let you know. I'll let you know again tomorrow.
Yeah.
But tomorrow I'll be back with actually no tonight. I might be back tonight for the NBA show just to review the NBA mid-season, and tomorrow back again with Josh for the Premier League preview. So tune into that, people. SA will win you the Premier League. Listen.
We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see, Arsenal fans, man. We'll see, man. We'll see.
If you're up against Liverpool, then I'll be rooting for you. If you're up against fucking Chelsea, yeah, I'm going for Chelsea, man.
Bro, like I said, the way that they were celebrating, bro, the way that's what made me laugh, you know. The way that they were celebrating, I know Eze is a good player, yeah, but the way that they were celebrating like they bought like Yamal or someone like that, bro. They were celebrating like they won the Premier League or the Champions League, bro. You get it? This is why. This is one reason why I can't have Arsenal winning the league, bro. This is why, bro. So
we can't Liverpool before
we can't have Liverpool or Arsenal or. Even though I don't like City, I've got like obviously I don't know many City fans, so you get me. I don't know many City fans.
Don't you live in Manchester?
No. I don't live in Manchester. I'm more Yorkshire side. I'm more Yorkshire side, so
you're more Leeds then.
I'm from Sheffield, innit? I'm from Sheffield, but I'm from Sheffield, so I'm more Yorkshire side. So I don't really see like City fans. Like I see a few like I see a couple or a few Arsenal fans, and I see some Liverpool fans.
Right, Leeds get relegated this year. Hopefully they go down.
Yeah, bro. Like even though I'm from Yorkshire, Bun Leeds, you know what I'm saying? I hope they get. I hope Leeds get relegated, bro. They got freaking look, bro. That's another game. Yeah, I watched, bro. I watched Leeds against Everton, bro. They were so lucky, man, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Remember that we won the FA Cup? We won the FA Cup against Footy, and Leeds bottled promotion at Wembley on the same weekend. So I was like, that was the best weekend of the season last time out.
Bro, that was the best. Yeah, that was the best weekend, bro. I can't lie. That was funny, bro. That was when they bottled the playoffs and that, bro. And deleted, bro. Yeah, bro.
Big up, guys. We'll beat Fulham. Don't be bummed out, bro. I pray you're right, man. We need to get the win. We're back here with praises for the players if we can get the win. Lol, sure, Derek. I'm sure I'm sub to Netflix all season. Next season, we'll see next season, shall we? Nice content. We'll tell on Mr. Interviews. Mark your hilarious, bro. Keep stay this way. See my profile picture. Arteta's favorite cup right there. Oh yeah, I see that. Yes. we were winning at OT. That's not how you celebrate, man. Right over 15th place win. Congrats, Arsenal. Yeah, congrats, Arsenal. What a well-deserved win. Let that sink in. Yeah, they didn't deserve the win, let's be honest. But anyways, guys, 410 subs, 15 likes. We're out. Take care, people. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. Take care.